December, I found hope. Running showers and on this supply. Enough time to know nothing at all.
Welcome back to another episode of the Real Talk Podcast. So, I haven't dropped in a while. I'm sorry about that. But I've been using like the simple phrase of I've been busy, or I haven't had nothing as like a crutch in order to hold on to. But I mean, yes, that is the case, but still, like, if I start something, I gotta be consistent with it, and I can't keep going on and then falling off and going on and falling off for y'all, right? And it's been, I think, about 3 weeks, which is a long time. But I'm, you know, I needed to put something out, and like I've been struggling to figure out what to say. Like, I feel like I've just been floating with a bunch of nothing. You feel me? But it's one of those, you got to change your perspective, and there is a word to say, or there's something there the whole time, but you got to actually open your ears, open your eyes to figure out what that thing is that you should actually be learning, or what you're trying to take in. Yeah, just kind of thinking about that. But yeah, I think this podcast, like the last episode, is gonna be another kind of shortish one, pretty much. Yeah, another shortish one, depending on how long I go. But yeah, it is kind of late right now too. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 12 p.m. I think. But regardless, we're just gonna dive straight into it, really, and just talk. So, recently, it's currently Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's past Thanksgiving now, but yeah. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. But recently, I've just been kind of practicing and getting back to fully like being in sport and doing events again. So last time I did an episode, I think I was back only doing workouts, and I don't even know if I said this in there, but I was back to doing workouts fully, like just running workouts. But event wise, this is my first full week back, like actually doing events. Only thing that's still not there yet is pole vault. So like range of motion wise, I can go all the way here, good, but it's getting that like extra bit, that extra bit of range or whatever in order to like pole vault and stuff. So that's pretty good. That's major accomplishments. But yeah, so I'm back to events. Stuff feels okay. Like, still don't fully feel prepared to compete yet, if I'm being honest. But you know, still gonna take some more time to prepare. So we have our first meet this week, coming up, and then the following week. So just trying to figure it out, make sure I'm healthy, and get back and prepare to compete when we come back from winter break, because I don't want to rush it. You know, every year I felt like I've either kind of rushed it, or I've had to take a break because I was hurt and then try to rebuild from there, and then build up on the back end of the season, or just do well, then do bad, then do well, and figure it out all over again and find my touch, right? But I rather find my touch and then build from there. Excuse me. I rather find my touch and then build from there, right? So if I can do that and just continue to build instead of build, break down, and just keep having to break down or completely stall out, you feel me? Like, if I can eliminate that, then I think that'll help improve my situation, and then also like just figuring out nutritionally wise, like better things for me, better form of rehab, better things that I can just simply do to improve and increase the likelihood of me staying healthy and perform well. Um, but yeah, and then so that's what's going on, and then also I'm about to start coaching officially. So first day of practice is December 4th, but sadly I don't think I will be able to attend because I have our first meet. So that's the only dilemma. But again, regardless, the start of the season officially. So really looking forward to that and stepping into new position as a coach. So that'll be awesome, honestly. But yeah, this is a big period, and internship is still going pretty well, going strong. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of headed in the right direction, but at the same time, I think this is a very, very important time for me to make sure mentally I'm aligned and spiritually I'm aligned well, because with all of this going on, like I said, I've been kind of getting caught up in the mindset I'm busy or I got a lot going on. So it's like I lose touch with all of the extra or the things or the reasons that I got here or staying motivated or just kind of getting caught and going through the motions more or less, right? So I feel like this is a perfect time to recenter and realize, like, kind of again, like going back to the base questions that we started the podcast founded on, right? And I always kind of emphasize early on is what are you trying to do? Where do you want to be? Like, where do you want to end up? How do you want to get there? Who do you want to be? How do you want to get there? And I'm messing them up right now. See, and that's the problem because I haven't reiterated them in so long or whatever. But and it's who do you want to be, where do you want to end up, and how do you want to get there? Essentially, right? Like those are the three um emphases or three questions, right? I'm messing up my words now, but those are essentially the three questions, more or less, if I'm right or wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and trying to recenter because this I guess this past week, yeah. So this past week I ended up, I guess, doing something that or trying something that I hadn't done in a while, but I wanted to, I guess, more or less see how it made me feel. And then what I said to myself afterwards, and like I realized, I was like, I said to myself, my heart's not in it. And I've been kind of repeating that phrase with like little stuff. I don't really be saying it out loud, but like I just been saying that recently. I don't know why. Um, and it's not even like big things. It's just like a phrase that I started like picking up like for little things. Um, but yeah, I said that to myself after. I was like, my heart's not in it. And then it like kind of hit me. I'm like, like realizing that my heart's not in it is a good thing now, I guess, because it was something that I wanted to not do or wanted to kind of stop doing. So it's like doing pointless things. It's like, or now I really realize like how pointless certain things are essentially, right? So like that's like one thing I guess I'll give myself props on. But at the same time, why even do it still? But um yeah, I guess like realizing like my heart's not in it is like more of a powerful phrase than it is. Like a lot of times when your heart's not in something, it's because possibly you're doing it just because you're expecting, like, I don't know how to phrase it, right? A lot of times your heart's not in it because you're just expecting like a paycheck or you're just expecting to get it done or you're just kind of living through it and you're just going through the motions, right? And you forget the meaning of what you're actually doing this thing for, you know? And, like heart not being in kind of the bad things that you had, like that's good, but now it's like breaking the cycle, right? But, you know, regardless, basically like the whole premise of what I'm trying to say is recenter and refocus on why you're doing what you're doing and recenter and rethink and sit, have time with God and talk about what is your why? What is your purpose for what you're doing today and all the things that you decided to start to do? What is your purpose for living? Like what is your purpose when you sit there and look at yourself in the mirror every day? What is your purpose for the day? And I really like kind of after doing that thing, it's like I'm trying to recenter and refocus. Like every morning I've been trying to wake up and pray right away and read scripture, like because I haven't been in my word or anything like for a while now, and like because I fell out of habit with it, right? But I'm trying to fall back into that and reassess who I want to be, because if I want to go mentor some kids now and step into that new light. Like, yes, I could coach or I could do a good job or whatever, but I could do an even better job if I'm doing it with God and with a better mindset and with a more stable foundation. And that's what I want to do. I want to leave a lasting impact that changes people's lives, not only just like, gets them to run a faster time, but I want to genuinely change people's lives for the better and set them on the right course, right? And like, yeah, again, I can do that with just being a coach that execute the plan and then we go. But with God, that's a whole different animal that we talking about, right? But again, yeah, like, stop doing pointless things. Stop wasting your time in rooms where you know that you weren't invited in, and stop wasting your time in things or people that don't even care for you, or things that you know that I'm way beyond that. And stop looking at people or things or objects as things that control you, and stop being like, I can't think of the exact phrase that I'm trying to like think of or say, right? But more or less, stop letting things take control of you and take back control of your own life, essentially, right? Stop, just stop. Figure out who you are. Figure out who God said you're gonna be. And chase after God. Don't just chase after all of these things that you wish or people said about you or people expect you to be. Stop chasing after those things. Chase after who you want to be. Because only place or only way you're going to get where you want to be is if you stop chasing other people's dreams and start chasing your own. And you can change people's lives, and you can change your own life once you actually decide to have meaning behind what you're doing, and just stop the mindlessness, and stop being so careless in your actions, or stop slipping into pointless things. Simply recenter, figure out your why. Who are you? Where do you want to be? And how do you want to get there? Take it step by step, day by day. And it's not to say like, yeah, these things are never going to necessarily just be easy, but if your heart's not in it, figure out why. Sit there with yourself. Don't be scared. Listen, it's okay. Like, I've been there where things have been, I guess, scary to kind of sit in my own head or whatever, but you gotta do it. You gotta fight your worst enemy. And sometimes, most of the time, or almost all the time, your worst enemy is you. The devil is literally fighting you with your own flesh. Yes, there may be outer things, but you choose to accept that and take those things in. And let things hurt you at times, Like, granted, like, you didn't make somebody, like, for example, physically, like, you didn't make somebody else hit you, right? But you let that thing determine how you act or move forward from there. Stop letting things determine the course of your life. Let God determine the course of your life. Let you determine the course of your life. You get to choose. We have free will for a reason. So even if you choose not to believe in God, I will always promote that route. But even if you choose not to believe in God, choose to believe in yourself. Be proud of yourself. Wake up every day knowing that today can be better as long as you choose it. Wake up today realizing that I don't have to be living a pointless life. I can live a life full of freedom. I can live a life full of hope, joy, happiness, peace. You create those things for yourself. Nobody else is going to create it for you. But the thing is, the most important thing is you got to start. And that's what I did. Like, when I realized, I said, my heart's not in it. Stop what I was doing. And then realize I need to change. Pray about it. And I don't want to slip back into that thing, or even if I'm just testing it, whatever, right? I didn't have to do it. But I decided, hey, I don't like this. I want to change. So instantly I made that change. Now, keeping the change is a whole different task, but still, keep the change that you say you want. You know, you start the change in your own life. You know, it's good to have other people around you that help keep you accountable and different things like that, but you decide. Cut out all the excess noise and listen to God, because He's calling you. Yeah, that is all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. And again, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, thank you for listening.